This morning, we've left our hotel. We're going to hang out with the Aldermans today, but first we're making a stop. We are going to
the Max Happy Homestead.
The Max Happy Homestead. We're going to go tromp around their property for a little bit. Really good friends with the Aldermans.
Yeah, and we met them at the gathering. Really, really nice people.
Yep, so that's where we're heading. Meet up with the Aldermans and possibly Bandana Grandma and Mick, and heading out to the Max. Hi, Alderman Farms!
Hey!
You guys are going to come take us on a tour of who?
The Max Happy Homestead.
Jenny had to remind me of the name as well.
Yeah.
If anything's more than 2 words, I have troubles. All right, and Bandana Grandma's coming?
Well, they're looking around downtown right now.
Okay.
And they meet us over here later.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and go.
Let's go.
Onward.
Let's go. All right, guys, we're here with...
The Max Happy Homestead.
Just tell us about you.
We're a family of 5 kids, and my wife homeschools. We love what we do. The main thing for us is we wanted to be more sustainable. We've been growing gardens. We've been doing some of those things, but our goal has been trying to tackle meat, tackle other items in our life, soaps and things, trying to be more natural. So our goal is to just let you experience that life with us. So
That's awesome. Cows! We've had so much talk going on about cows lately. I am totally just digging cows lately.
More cows.
Huge crew of people coming and crashing the homestead, crashing the Max Happy Homestead. That's a really cool place that right there.
intense grazing, the whole purpose is they eat some of that junk grass that they don't like. Because if you don't, you'll let it mature and then they don't touch it. Right. So what they'll do is they'll get the good stuff and miss the weeds and miss some of the grass that doesn't have a lot of protein. So what we'll do is put them in here, lock them in to where they kind of have to eat it.
Right.
And then that way the field stays the same all the way throughout. So basically we'll start with Angus's. We have one steer and then Angus heifer. Now this Angus heifer we did not really want. She kind of came along with the other cows because they were used to herding.
Right.
So we got her. She's annoying. Her moo is not even pretty. She gets on my nerves more than anything. But our goal for her is we're just going to literally breed her and then probably sell her as a pair or either sell her as a bred cow.
Do you want to come say
now the
hi?
steer behind you, he is beautiful. I love him. He's got long hair. He's pretty as can be. But he's not. He doesn't come to you. He was raised in a field that was just a monster field. He was one of about 50 different steers. So we literally just got him just to have meat.
And how old are these?
She is. She was born in March of 18.
March. Okay, so just about a year.
That's right. And he was born in April of 18. So they're both young. We will let him probably go to about 500 to 600 pounds, which is probably going to be by December or January, and then we will actually.
So he is. Well, I know there's growing to be done, but so this is a smaller.
These are both these are full-size cows, but we'll let them get to about 600 or 700 pounds.
Okay.
We'll breed her at the start of 2020. She'll be bred in 2020 because she'll be 2 years old. So she's a heifer. So we'll wait for her to get to where she can handle delivering, hopefully on her own.
I know you call that other one a steer, but it looks like he's got a package.
They've banded him, so
Okay.
he can't do anything with it.
Okay, so he's okay.
Yes, the two Jersey cows have a beautiful pitch, and it's just beautiful. Her, it's just annoying.
These jerseys are sounding better and better, babe.
They're pretty.
They are pretty.
We'll walk over to them and watch it and look at the same.
Yeah.
Even an affectionate.
The cow whisperer over here.
That's right.
So how long have you been into cows?
We've had these cows, especially Allie and the little heifer, the little Angus heifer. We've had those the longest. We've probably had them for about 2 years. The bull was our next. The steer was our next purchase, and then the bull, and then of course now Elsa. So we go from A Allie, B Beauty, C Sizzle, because he's going to be on a plate. That's what his goal is.
Yeah.
D Daddy-O, and E Elsa.
Nice.
You do know that Sizzle doesn't start with a C, right?
We went with C just because we thought that was a good deal.
Sizzle with a C. It's
Sizzle
a new
with a C.
Sizzle with a C. It's a new thing. So what is that? Is that the extent of your cow background?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
We've been raised around cows with friends and things like that, but for us personally, it is. That's all we've ever.
Cool.
This is the only ones we've ever owned. So
Cool.
you get somewhere they're supposed to go.
And she is a miniature Jersey.
She is a low line. So
A
for instance,
low line.
if you look at her,
Oh, you see, I'm fine.
you see how low she is now compared to this big Jersey here. This is a full-size Jersey, which is Elsa.
Jenny,
She's the one we're milking
that's
right
full
now.
size Jersey.
That's a full-size Jersey. Now she is a young Jersey. She's only a little over 2 years
I
old.
was fixing to say, she's a lot smaller.
She was born in January of 2017. Now, the thing about her is the older she gets, the bigger her bag will get, the bigger she will get.
We're
Why?
talking about the Jersey?
That's right.
Okay.
The full-size Jersey.
Yep, the full size Jersey.
Now she will not get really any bigger than what she is standing wise. That's as big as she gets. Now Daddy-O,
She's a nice looking cow.
this is our miniature Jersey bull. Now he's actually a little bit shorter than Allie.
You can really tell by the way they just carry themselves and they look that it's a bull or a cow, can't you? I mean, I
Right,
can,
definitely.
yeah,
And he is strong. Now he is gentle as can be.
right.
But now you never trust a bull.
I know, he's sitting there looking at me right now.
Jersey bulls you definitely don't trust. They're usually known to be more aggressive bulls.
Oh, okay.
But to be honest with you, he is just as gentle as can be. He's been rubbing against some.
Tommy, this one wants to come up and say hi to you.
We have a
She's,
branch on this other one. You see, he's been rubbing the hair just fray off of him.
she came up, smelled me, and took off running. I even showered last night.
And you see how low he is. See, that's that
Yeah,
miniature.
yeah.
He's real low. And so what he'll do is he'll throw off good babies for them, but it should be easy for them. She's already had one calf.
Mm-hmm.
She's never had a calf. She's a heifer still, first time heifer. So when she breeds, my goal is he's gonna throw off a real small cow.
Okay.
Now for beef farmers and big dairy operations, they don't want small
They don't want
calves.
to,
They
no.
want big calves. But for us that's trying to do more miniature style and low line, this is what we do. So we're trying to
That
get it
makes
smaller.
sense.
For us, what we realized is people like smaller calves for small homesteads,
Yep.
or either just as pets. I mean, they
Yeah.
become like a pet.
I could
So,
see where it'd be really easy to have a cow end up being a pet. I could see that.
This greenhouse, me and Aiden built by ourselves, and we had nothing around it. It was a mud hole. Literally, this is all raw ground. So when we built this, that's what we had. Well, we started putting more stuff in it, so we couldn't utilize it anymore. It was too
Right.
small. So now that doubles as a hay shed. So we'll put our square bales of hay in there, and it'll fit about 45 square bales of hay stacked on top of each other. So
Nice.
that's what that's become. We don't even use it as a greenhouse anymore. I mean, we can, but we just don't need it. So that's why the winter, we don't even worry about the winter or nothing. So what's so funny about these raised beds, we had like 2 or 3 strawberries, 2 or 3 mints, and 2 or 3 catnips. Well, because we've done the runners, we split them, we've propagated them. Now we've got a whole bed of mint and strawberry and catnip, and our mint, you can see, is taking over.
Right.
And our strawberries have too. We bought like 3 or 4 strawberry plants, and now we're up to about like 40. I mean, we don't know what to do with them all. We
That's
started
awesome.
selling them actually.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
So we've got them in the greenhouse. Misty's been propagating them.
I'll just say this green bed here, boy, people in Michigan are gonna be jealous to see that.
Yeah, and see, that's actually, we cut a lot off of them. We've let some
Yeah.
go to seed. We just planted some sunflowers in there because ultimately this lettuce will start dying.
Yes.
So, and we've already let some other stuff go to seed. We had some arugula, we had some cabbage on the other side. We still have some broccoli that's still growing, so it's on the other side. If y'all remember, last week it went from 70th to like 25.
Yeah.
We had all these beautiful, this was a gorgeous bed of potatoes. They were up about 4 inches, 5 inches off the ground. Gorgeous. And all of a sudden we lost every one of them.
We were at Danny and Wanda's Deep South Homestead's place, and he showed me his potato beds that he said a week ago or whatever, that they were beautiful, they were super high, and now they're dead.
We had about 55 in a few different raised beds, but this one was the best. Man, it looked so great. And I lost every one of them. So now I
wonder
got
if they're gonna come back.
I don't know. We dug up one the other day, and it looked like it still had some good roots on it. So
Yeah.
we're going to just wait for about a week, and then once we see if it comes up.
I seem to think Danny was right, and Danny had thought that he had read that they have a really good chance of coming
I
back.
hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
But, you know,
Greenhouse, and then we'll look at the other stand.
this is awesome.
This is what we're gonna have, Mike, soon. This layout, right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Including the building.
The building and the greenhouse.
The best way to go.
Well, I'm gonna have dirt on my floor though.
That's right. We're actually building a raised bed on this other side, and we'll have a dirt element.
A rainy day or something, I just bring everything out and do my canning and because yes, last year we had a hard time. We got our tomatoes in the ground late, so they were
We just planted about 150 tomato peppers.
Take everything that we could because in winter
It's so
hit
funny,
our
we had
leaves
some
too.
our
And
aloe.
so
we had
I
one
just took
aloe
everything,
plant.
but we were getting ready to
And
go
that
to
one aloe plant just
HOA.
made about 40
So I just
aloe
threw everything in the
plants.
freezer.
So we
So then
just
after we
put
got
them
back, then I
again,
pulled all the
because you
tomatoes
said
back
they're
out
really
and then I
nice.
did my candy.
Nice.
That's the part that I love about this is being able to learn from other people. I was telling her that you told me a few weeks ago, I was telling you about growing our tomatoes and how we didn't have enough to make sauce and how upset I was about that, and you're like, you know, you can freeze them. And I was like, no, I didn't know that. You know, we weren't raised doing this, so for us it's still just a learning process. But we'll have lots of tomatoes this year.
This year, we really planted like 150 or 160 tomatoes.
We have lots.
We
of tomatoes
typically do
this year.
60 to 80.
That, we usually do about 40 to 50 now, but this year we
Yeah.
said, you know what, we're doing it, we're doing
Step
it.
it up.
And I hope to have enough to even bring to the farmer's market.
I
You know,
Yes.
that's my goal.
Did you tell them about the rotten tomato?
I did. I told her.
We have one rotten tomato,
It had a little worm in it.
and so we took it, and Misty got the seeds out and made 10 plants, now it's about 6. Took those and made those plants.
Come on.
So now one rotten tomato has made
That
3
is,
generations.
Well,
Isn't that is super
Just
cool.
these.
That's great.
Just these.
That's
These,
great,
I
though.
have my packets on those, but all of these are from that seed.
Jenny, what do you think people in Michigan are going to think about that bright green lettuce out there and these
We
these
don't
tomato
know what
plants?
green is. We don't know what green is
Tomatoes
either.
on tomato plants. I mean, I can't remember the last time I
crazy.
held a fresh tomato. Holy moly!
It seems like we've been in winter forever. We kind of have,
I
like
feel like
6
we've been in
months now.
slop.
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, mud.
Yeah.
We need to really do something like this.
Yeah, I like that.
We had that
It's
little
nice.
one last year, and it probably would have done fine, but I learned this year I had a heater in here going constantly, 2 heat lamps in here, and I did not lose anything. Last year, I thought that I had lost my ferns, I thought that I had lost my trees. I mean, they went to nothing, twigs, and I thought I have lost everything.
And we didn't
And it
really
did
that
kill
one.
a lot of my
We shut up,
herbs.
really.
Yeah.
So this
We
year,
struggle with herbs.
Yeah. That's not
I don't know
our
why.
specialty.
We struggle with like lavender. We can't grow lavender.
Yeah,
same
I've
as-
not been able to get lavender to grow at all, but even like my rosemary gets like this big and then it dies. My chamomile was like this tall. I'm like, come on!
Or like our friend Eric over at Life and Farmland. I messaged him and I was like, what dill do you plant? Because his dill plants always seem like they're 4 foot off the ground and huge bushes.
Ours is
And ours get like this tall.
and, like,
That's all about
like 4
ours.
little twigs. That's all.
I see mine get huge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what we're doing.
Well, I mean, the Pratt's not doing something right is very common, so.
That's what I was telling her. For us, it's been a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning from other people what to do different. This is what I did this year. This was a deal, and you can tell it's struggling, but I'm letting it go to seed. Because all of these seeds that I have, I'll show you on my bed out there, I actually just planted a whole big container, and then yesterday pulled them up in groups of sections and put them in our beds out there. So I'm hoping those will grow up and do
Our
good.
deal doesn't get big, but it does.
I told you I'm learning
multiply
from
tremendously.
clippings. This is a clipping of oregano.
Yes. My sister
So-
just sent me a clipping of hers right before it got cold, so I'm hoping it grows back.
Yay.
But I could not get oregano, and then she's got this whole bed. She's like, it just
Takes
exploded.
over.
It did.
Mine is starting to do that. So this was clippings of rosemary, and you can see that
Yeah.
they're not doing the best in the world, but they probably really need to be transferred into something bigger. And I told Colby, I just come out here the other day and everything. I was like, okay, I need to feed everything. Like it's starting to get warm, and it's really just gonna take off on growth. So that was my goal the other day. And this is clippings of mints. These are all mints. So, and a lot of this is like I told Colby, I was so nervous about the winter just taking everything away
Yeah.
from us again that I learned last year. I wanted to do clippings. I wanted to learn what goes to seed. The deals have done great. I'll walk out there and show y'all those. I learned how to take up strawberry shoots and do strawberries. So all of that is just process things that over time we've just learned how to do.
Yeah.
It's a non-stop learning game.
It is.
It really
Just when
is.
you think you've learned it, you're learning something new.
Yeah, so
Year was to learn fruit. We have struggled with fruit. We have a pear tree, we have a peach tree, we have an apple tree. In the first year or two, we got like one apple, and we couldn't figure out why. Well, we really started looking at cross-pollination, understanding they need another variety of their own self. Our blueberries have done great. They're lined out there, and we picked a ton of blueberries. But any other fruit trees, you might have one apple, or you might have one peach that gets, the size of a peanut and then dies. So this year we've really tried to plant other cross-pollinating versions of itself to try to really get it to where it's doing better. So.
Yep.
And so our plan with this, you're going to have one cross fence that goes from field to field. Right now we just walk them with a bucket of food. I mean, they follow us with no problem. But just because we get younger cows and calves, we're fixing to make a path straight through here. This area we've actually cleared out already. We're going to build a chute with the cattle, a head gap right there, to where if they're coming off this chute, they'll come right here, and this is where we will band them, or this is where we will take care of them if they're needing some kind of medication or whatever it may be. They'll be done right here. So. But right now it's just we just have it, and we'll bring the calves usually over here. We'll bring our jerseys over here usually, and let them just eat this grass while those are hilly. The whole purpose of this is really just to get them away from that grass, to make it grow. To bring them up here for about a week or two, and then put it right back.
That's what about that. So every week, 2 weeks, depending on weather and rain and everything, you would flip them back and forth.
Usually every Friday, I'm moving calves.
Okay.
That's what I do. Now, they could probably go a little bit quicker or a little bit longer, depending on what you want. It's just for us. That's usually my best day to do it. So
right.
That's the day we do it. And then, like I said, if they like the little calves, they still are lacking some grass. So I'm gonna leave them there before I bring them back over here.
Okay.
But again, now you'll see over across here. That's not fenced. We put temporary fencing up all across that and behind the garden. And the whole purpose of that is just where we can move them in smaller paddocks. It's already got summer grass, and you see it starting to grow. So our goal there will be we'll put them over there when we redisc these, get rid of the rye, and then putting the fescue and Bermuda back in here. So as these heal, once they eat this ryegrass down, they won't come back in here until that summer grass is fully gone.
Okay.
And we'll replant this and make sure it's growing. So it'll have a good few weeks before they come back over here at all.
Cool.
All of this is like just this past summer. So we had trees out here, and then of course I still had all my beds right here. Well, the squirrels were running down on the trees to get my strawberries, going over there getting my blueberries. So most of the blueberries was the birds, but I had tomatoes over here too. And I looked over one day, something caught my eye. I looked over, and the squirrel was going up the tree with my green tomato. Oh my goodness. So I thought, what am I going to do? This is my problem. And I knew that something was getting them. I just couldn't figure out what. Right. But it was the squirrels, and I've seen birds out here pecking on them. So I thought, we've got to do something different this year. So hopefully the cats will help with that.
Yeah, I'm sure that they will. Just their presence will keep them away.
But they make an absolute beautiful egg. I probably have their egg.
This is a nice chicken coop.
Isn't it? Yeah, see like the green eggs right there and the blue eggs?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
So your chickens lay in boxes.
They do.
We find ours all over the place.
And I'll tell you, we used to let our chickens kind of go, like free range. But because we live next to, we own about 60 acres this way, but then we also, this right here, we lease out to hunt.
Okay.
But it's just a flat. It's the Bogachita flat. It's just, it stays wet. Well, we have all kind of wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, when we had them in an open pen over here, we let them out. It brought up so much, either just dogs that feral, hogs. It brought up all these kind of animals that would kill them.
Oh, okay.
So we learned, for us, free range is not good and open coop is not good.
Okay.
Keeping them fully closed in because of our area.
Yeah.
It's the only way we do it. Now, the thing about it is, that means your bedding, you got to keep clean, because if you
Yeah.
don't, they'll die.
Right.
So we clean out their bedding, replace hay, and we'll use that and put the compost, or use that and mix with compost. So.
Even us, we do not have a huge predator threat. A hawk got a chicken not long ago, last summer, but overall, generally speaking, we do not have a huge predator threat. But I've been thinking still of going more to this, because the chickens do get in the garden. They do peck the tomatoes.
We were clipping wings.
Yeah.
They would just laugh at us like, "Are you kidding me?
That's
It's not going to stop me from jumping over this fence."
Jenny was frustrated last year. She was clipping wings like crazy, and they were in there tomatoes.
We did just like we were supposed to. Clip the left side.
Yep.
Don't do the right
Right.
side. Those kind of things. So we couldn't get wet.
We are fixing to get wet.
Does it thunder up there where y'all live?
Oh, we get tornadoes, thunderstorms.
Okay, y'all too?
Yeah.
Cameron?
But I don't get that on
But it's amazing how I can touch her, I can rub her.
Yeah,
And
it's all
every time
about
I milk,
it's all about context.
when I pre-dip, post-tip, before I do anything, I just rub her
Yeah.
and just talk to her, and then at the end I do the same thing because I want her to get the feel that I'm here to help her. I'm here to make her life a lot better. So, but you know, like even with her, you respect them, but you're not really scared of them anymore, just because that you learn them. Now I know when she's milking, I know when she gets tired, I know when she starts breathing hard or she'll kind of step back. She's telling me, get done, finish up, or I'm gonna kick you. You know, I mean, it's just simple as that.
Right.
I mean, if she gets to a point where she feels I'm going too long, she's gonna kind of give it a good little stomp, and not trying to hurt me, but she can hurt me.
Right.
But her goal is just to tell me I'm finished, I'm done. So, but I'll show you this thing.
Even our goats let us know when they're done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of missed him saying it, but these raised beds are basically just compost bins. Yeah, I try to.
You'll see, we have a plot right there down the line. We hunt. We walk to where we hunt. It's amazing.
Yes.
This year was the first year we hadn't killed a deer off that plot.
Well, I got a couple deer last year. One was shotgun, one with minivan.
Oh.
The one with the minivan was right by our house, so I legally went online, filled out the salvage tag and everything, and I took it home, and it was all 100% salvageable meat.
Wow.
And then the other one I got was shotgun. This year I did not get anything. Uh-oh.
They don't have fire ants in Michigan.
Oh my God.
Tommy Alderman playing with fighter ants.
We had to get rid of a lemon balm yesterday because it was full. Oh no, sunflowers. Sunflowers.
They tore me up.
This is the garden for us. Now we have another spot we plant just for like turnips and things like that till we give to the chickens and things like that. Now we'll grab some stuff out if it looks really good, but other than that, it's really for them. But this is where we plant most of all our garden. Our garden has sustained us. We've not bought vegetables that we produce really for the last 3 or 4 years. Now,
That's awesome.
if the kids want something different and we don't plant it like edamame, we love soybeans, but we can't grow really good here in bulk. So that's the kind of stuff we buy, but like as in peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, zucchini, corn, all that we have here and have abundance. We still have something last year, but we plant that little section right there with corn, and we'll usually make about 100, 150 ears. That's plenty for us.
Right.
And then of course we do heavy rows of pea pepper, whole, and butter beans and things like that. This year we're going to do a lot more pole beans on trellises. We don't do a lot of pole beans, but the kids start liking string beans and pole beans, so we're going to start doing a little bit more of those.
Jenny did pole beans last year,
Really?
and I mean they just kept going and going and producing and producing and producing, and she just fell in love with them. They
Well,
were.
see, for us, we have our bees.
I was eyeballing those bees.
So we try to bring all the fruit closer to the bees, even though they say they have 2 mile
Yeah,
radius.
2 to 3. Yeah.
But we planted our fruit closer, and also our garden does better, especially our tomatoes do great off our bees. So,
Wind's picking up. Hope you guys aren't hearing that.
but you see,
So what does it got? About five, you got 5 hives?
we had 5 over there. We split one, made 6, and then we had one that swarmed, so we're back down to 5.
Oh, okay. I caught a swarm last year,
Did you
and
really?
as far as I know, it's still alive in
I've
the
got-
dead of winter.
I've caught 3 swarms, but only 1 has sustained.
Oh, okay.
The other 2, they pilfered out, and we kept trying to rob another hive to put in there. We have 1 monster hive. They're super aggressive, and really when our other hives get weak, we'll rob some brood out of those to kind of help sustain some of the others, especially when it gets cold. But this queen that's so great, we actually just took her to another apiary and tried to start another hive apiary up there because she is so strong. So what we'll do is hopefully she'll keep on making good
That's
bees,
cool.
and we can keep on growing that hive. But we'll probably take 2 or 3 splits out of that 1 hive, where some of these other hives we won't even split.
Right.
Just because they're just not as strong as that 1 hive. But at any given time, you can go over to their biggest hive, the one that's standing up, and you're going to see just bees just piled on it. And it's just because that queen has just been so great.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Everywhere. But I think there's this big resurgence of this coming back.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Michigan too. Before we moved out there 4 years ago, or no, we moved out there 4 years ago. Jenny still belonged to some play groups in our old city. She would go back and play with those play groups with the kids and stuff. And, you know, in like within 6 months, Jenny's language became, we have a rooster that's attacking our kids, so we put it in the crock pot. Oh my gosh! These moms were like horrified.
You would have thought I came from a different planet. They were like, "You did what?"
Yeah, and
We ate a chicken. That's what we did.
that's a lot of our area just doesn't understand.
What do you do? Get it from the store. Hello?
Right.
This is a dill recipe from the ball book, and we're using the dill that Misty grows. This is a bread and butter sweet pickle.
Jenny's not a fan.
Nobody is but me, but we had so many pickles, we're just like, what are we doing with all these
Right.
pickles? I mean,
We
you
made-
have like 40 things, what do you need more?
Yep, we had the same issue. We had so
This is
many
a
pickles.
really cool looking
And so-
shelf too.
But we've noticed that even the dill recipe, whether it be for pickles or for relish, is still really sweet.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
not like what you would buy for
What
a
we've
dill.
started doing is, instead of making relish, because our relish always either would not fill up or not seal off right, so we just started just taking the pickles and now putting them in the processor and making them relish.
Right,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
a good
that's
idea.
an excellent idea.
We just got to where it just it would never work right, so.
So instead of making relish,
We just
if
take
you
the
need
pickles.
relish, and oh, that's
Why
fantastic.
didn't we do that?
That's what we do with the sweet pickles, because nobody eats it but me.
Right.
But I'll put sweet relish on something, but that's why we do that.
I was saying, do you guys have a starter to keep off of?
Okay, that's our 2 starters.
Yeah.
2 starters.
Yep.
We feed them. We feed them yesterday, and we'll let it grow to here, and then we pull off of it that way.
What I've been doing is
Starter. Sourdough starter.
you know you're a homesteader when you got baby chicks in your laundry room. That's awesome. That is too cool.
And then the incubator behind it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to show y'all. I'll show
okay.
y'all the babies.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I want y'all to see her incubator because she's been pleased with it.
Oh yes, because we're
Come
in
in here and turn the
we're in
light.
the
We'll
market.
turn
Could
the
you ask
light
Jenny to come in here?
Okay. Jenny.
We hatched those babies out. Mr. Tommy, the one that I helped hatch is right
Yeah?
here.
Come on. Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm not giving you a nickel for that one's chances. to
Yeah,
win.
I
I'm trying.
Well, you know, she
Yep.
struggled and she struggled, and I thought, well, I'm gonna help her, and if she lives, she lives. But at this
Yeah.
rate, she's not gonna live. So I was glad that I helped her. She's done great.
Yeah,
We're
well,
so-
you taught me something, you know, because
She just
we have
couldn't
not
get
had.
out of that shell. It was the
Yeah.
craziest thing I've ever seen.
nothing cuter than
Baby chicks.
baby chicks or baby
Except
birds
baby
in general.
pigs.
Baby pigs.
And baby goats.
It's chick.
How many homesteaders can we fit in the laundry room?
Now, if this is something y'all's
Toby, you
kids
come
have
in?
never seen, we need to get them in here and let them look.
Oh no, we
I
have.
was looking
have
at this
y'all.
egg incubator.
Yeah, we've
yesterday.
incubated
Okay,
quite a
Mr. Patty,
few.
if you'll flip that light.
I've never seen this done.
We're trying to decide on an incubator to get. We believe ours has issues.
Y'all have this kind of
Okay,
incubator?
so
No.
this is the one that looked so great last night. Look at that.
Look at
Isn't that
that.
beautiful?
Yeah, we've got a couple videos
That's
with some
awesome.
stuff. That is
Oh,
so cool.
wow.
I've never seen
Isn't
that.
that amazing?
That's awesome.
Cool.
So cool. Look, it's moving.
Take Misty, and that's just a regular flashlight?
It is.
Awesome.
Jenny has a similar one that she'll use to candle the eggs as well.
So all of our 8 of these 9 are good, and obviously this is the one that glows up. This one's no good.
Oh yeah.
Colby bought me a incubator for Christmas.
Oh, I'm like
So I
playing.
said as soon as it gets warm enough, we're going to try it. And those were our
You
first
can kind of
babies.
start to tell by the wings about
Yeah.
this size right now.
And, I mean, if there's hatcheries, they have the thing.
Is it
You wanna
okay?
see it
Is it
in
okay if I pick one up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jenny, do you want to try and sex
Look,
this one?
she's going to turn the light off to show
Oh.
Tomas.
Well, y'all can go ahead. You can wait.
No, we're still learning, so don't take our word for what sex this is.
The roosters are supposed to be longer. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so see how these are like so much longer than these? I would say this is going to be a rooster.
Oh, because
Otherwise, it'd be
this-
the same proportion, this
Yeah,
one to
they-
this one?
Yep, this would be more like right here.
Ah.
Is our
That's
understanding.
my understanding.
That's what I've read
Okay.
too. You look at their wings.
I just always like to put our little disclaimer in there that we don't know what we're talking about.
Have you ever seen a candled egg?
Okay, Miss Patty, if
she's
you'll
gonna
hit the
candle
light.
All right, so you open the gate.
So we open the gate. We have a light switch right by the house.
Okay.
And the thing about a cow is they want repetition, repetition, repetition. So I flip that light on at 5:30. When I flip it on, she knows. She goes up and look, and on this other side of the field where they've been sleeping, they'll come stand right inside this barn on the other side.
Okay.
They know I'm getting everything ready. So I'll pull in, get the food out, put it all in here. And when I make that command, she'll just gallop all the way to the bottom and right up in this pen.
Oh, okay.
My other Jersey and the bull, they'll make their way to the food bucket because they know when she eats, I get to eat too. So then
Right.
they'll go over there and they'll start eating their little bit of food, just enough to get them away from me. and then she'll actually start eating hers.
Just
So-
enough for distraction.
That's right. So our stanchion, I'll leave this closed just like this. I'll just have this one little bungee. That one little bungee will keep that 700-pound cow out.
It's crazy.
'Cause she knows that's not her size. So we'll have this undone. She'll walk right in. Now, a thing about a stanchion, I know everybody builds the V stanchion like we've got. But to be honest with you, I never close her head in there because every time for her, what I've learned with her, she that gets her a little panicked.
Okay.
So instead of closing like you typically would close her in, you know, like you've seen in anything, you close her head in, she wants to kind of come back. So what I've learned to do is just leave it open.
Okay.
I'll chain the back. So
Yeah.
that's enough comfort. She doesn't move. That gives her a little room just to take one step back, and she's good. Now every once in a while she'll readjust, and I'll let her readjust, and I'll come back and start milking her again. But I put enough food in here. We use a creep that's made here, a sweet feed basically, that has really nothing in it other than just a little sweetness to it, and cotton hull and a little corn. But we use a good dairy breed pelletized feed from North Mississippi. So we try to keep it all local, all Mississippi grains. So basically,
cool.
it has about 20% protein in it.
Okay.
So it's good for her. Remember, the more you feed a cow, and whatever it be, if it be alfalfa pellets or if it be just straight hay, the more you feed them, the more they're going to produce. For us, when we bought her, she was one of the ones that only produced about anywhere from 3/4 gallon to a gallon and a half. That's just kind of her
Okay.
range, 10 to 12 pounds. Now, they had some cows that were producing 3 to 5 gallons.
Right.
We didn't need that. So
No.
for us, that doesn't benefit us because we'd be wasting milk at that point.
Mhm.
And really, we go through about a gallon a day, so it worked out perfect for us. So we're right on, and she's right on. So she's done good. There's some days, if it's raining nasty, she'll blow a little harder. She may not want to milk as much. But then there's some days she's ready, and she'll stay there as long as you can to get her milked out. So.
Well, I love pigs, so I just have to say, if you had extra milk and you had
Give them
pigs,
pigs.
and if
That's
I'm
exactly
saying
right.
if you had pigs, and
Yeah, well, we got two coming.
Do
We got two coming. So.
oh, all right.
From Alderman Farm.
I see you put an ad up, Tommy.
Yeah, I actually made the announcement today that we're ready to start taking deposits.
That's awesome.
Already had a fella send me $200 this morning.
Nice.
Paid in full for 2 already.
Good job.
The thing for us too is now if we have a calf in which we'll have 2 off them because they're both hopefully bred by Daddy-O.
Okay.
If you know at that point I don't mind how much they produce because pretty much the calf will get the rest or the pigs.
Right.
Right now with us not having calves and not having the pigs here, the less waste the better.
Right, oh,
we
yeah.
have just enough. Usually our milk we don't have more than about a gallon from the day before.
Right.
So it never gets to a point where we run out. So. But at the same time, we never have any excess, so it works out perfect for
Now
us.
at
So-
Deep South Homestead's gathering, was that you and I that were talking about getting another calf and throwing it on the cow as well?
Yes, well, that's
Okay.
what BW Farms was doing. And so
Oh, okay.
basically, you can make, like for instance, we won't milk 2 cows to keep personally for us.
Okay.
Because in Mississippi, you can't sell raw milk.
Right.
So what we will do is actually, hopefully, Allie will be the one that we're going to start milking in the stanchion. Elsa will most likely become our nurse cow. So
Okay.
what we will do is hopefully have her calf and hopefully another calf or 2 to put on her, and then that way they'll just grow off with good Jersey milk, and we can sell them or slaughter them or.
You can't sell the raw milk, but does Mississippi have any herd share laws?
I don't know that. That would be a question Tommy may
Yeah.
know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
Michigan,
either.
you're not allowed to sell raw milk, but if you have a herd share, that's a completely different story. Where
Right.
technically that person owns a portion of your cow, so they get a portion of their milk.
I can look into it. I really don't know.
Yeah,
to be
I'm
honest
not
with you.
sure. I know. I think at one time you could sell milk to people who wanted to feed it to their pets
Right, not
Wait.
for non-human
for
consumption.
non-human consumption.
Right.
Now, what they do with it when they get home is their own business.
Is their own
Right.
business, right?
But for us, I mean, again, I don't need 3 or 4 or 5 gallons a day. Plus, I
No.
don't need to hand milk for an
Right.
hour and a half. I couldn't do it.
Right. Oh
So
yeah.
for us, my goal is hopefully the one cow will be milking,
Huh.
the other cow will be hopefully just being a nurse cow. So.
Okay.
And then this clamps off the pressure and it builds up the pressure. Like how
What
it's
clamp?
laying.
Oh,
See
how
how
it's
it clamps
laying.
it off?
I see.
Oh.
So
yep.
apparently it's
That's
supposed
cool.
to be clamped off like that, and then you get up to her and you put one on, and it opens up the pressure and sucks and stays on. Well, once you get them up there, like if you get these 2 on, when by the time you get these 2 on, these 2 have fallen off. Like
Okay, so maybe somebody out there in YouTube land knows the fix for that.
Yeah.
It's not holding a brand new unit, and it's
VW
not.
Farms told us to.
Oh, that's right, they were.
Disconnect these and reroute them back into these 2,
Right.
so you can pop them on there at the same time. So
Oh, okay.
The guy that we're friends with, that we actually bought Elsa from, who runs a dairy farm here, he's actually going to come out today and look at it. He's going to look at Elsa because she was kind of tight in one of her spots today.
Okay.
So he's just going to kind of come out. So Colby said while he's here, we're going to let him look at this.
I think-
he deals with this all the time.
I think
This is a
I
pretty
think
neat
VW
design.
Farm had also possibly talked about, I could be wrong, but like eliminating 2 of these by creating a U
Right.
and then only doing 2 at once. Is that what you said?
Right, yes, that's
Okay.
what I was saying.
So
Like
do you see what
this-
Jenny lives with my paying attention skills?
So taking these off and connecting them to each other.
Right,
So
okay,
that
yep.
the suction is closed off, but then you only have 2 to work
Right.
with. Because apparently they had the same type issues we had with trying to do 4 at
Right.
a time with a machine like
It's
that.
really
So-
awful to have to spend money, because this costs some money, spend
it
money on this
does.
machine to have it not work properly.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we've hand milked since we've had her.
Right.
We've had 2.
So there'll be a link in the description of this video that will take you straight to the Max Happy Homestead YouTube channel. And we hope that you'll jump over and subscribe and tell them that we sent you, or tell them that the Pratt sent you. Huh, Pratt?
Yes.
We don't care. Just show up.
One
Give
of
them
us.
some love.
Right.
And we know that you're going to love the Max as much as we do. Thanks for watching.
Such gracious hosts all day long here with us, and they have some fantastic stuff going on.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely. So follow along on their journey with us.
You and you go together.